Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. And today I'll be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Kazuha. Kazuha would be shocked. He's going through a lot, as are you. But he would try to put all of the emotions and grief aside, just to help you and offer you the most comfort he can in your time of need. You would be crying to him, telling him of all the things you wanted to do. You had even bought clothes for them, decided on a name for them as well, and yet you had lost your only child. Though they were not born yet, you still felt emotions for them, and had been through all of that, and yet you only lost them in the end. Kaza wrapped his arms around you tightly, holding you close as you cried. There was nothing he could do, nothing in the world that you could do to fix this, but be by your side and hope that one day you'll feel better. Because he knows that even he is helpless in the face of such strong emotions and fate. Not to mention, he too felt broken and hurt, though he could never show it. Those tears would be left for him to deal with alone, away from you. You didn't need to see him like that, not after all you went through. He would be helping you get distractions and try to make you as happy as he could, all while concealing the sadness that hurt him and stabbed at his heart every single day for months. But maybe one day, you will find your happiness again in another way. Heizou. Heizou would walk into your room with red trimmed eyes. He too doesn't know how to deal with this information. He's hurting. Perhaps not as much as you are, because he feels like the grief that you are going through could be something just simply incomprehensible to him. But he will do whatever he can, and that means no teasing, no jokes. He was grieving just as you were. He would take you into his arms gently and murmur a soft apology into your ear, telling you he knows that you did your best. You didn't deserve this, but some things simply didn't go your way no matter what, and there was nothing you could do about this. You had tried, and so did he. And if that was the result, then maybe it wasn't meant to be. It would hurt to hear those words, but all of them held true. And as he took you back home, carrying you all the way, he hummed a soothing song, hoping to at least be able to put your heart at ease. And though the two of you were going through very hard times, he knew that you would get past those times and grow back stronger, better than ever before. Because now, you have some new knowledge and new experiences that make you stronger. And he was willing to cross them with you, no matter how difficult the road may be. Scaramouche. Scaramouche would probably use it the moment he hears about this. But he's advised not to let out such reactions in front of you. After all, you're going through a lot yourself, and that's what lets him control himself better. But you can still feel the deep sadness coming off of him in waves. It's not good for him to try and hide it, and when you try to talk to him about it, he ends up crying, telling you how badly he wanted this, and why he feels like the two of you were robbed. Your happiest moment stolen by something so cruel. Why would this happen to you? Why did the world hate him? The two of you would be crying in each other's arms, holding each other, and letting it all out. And once you were done, he would take you home, and the two of you would be sitting there in silence for a while. But then, Scaramouche would end up spoiling you, giving you all the affection you need, and trying to take your attention off of it in any way that he can. He cannot let you dwell on this. He cannot let you be filled with sadness and darkness within your heart. One of you already gone through that was enough, and you couldn't imagine you going through the same. You were grieving, and that was okay. But either way, he was going to help you, even if it means just experiencing it with you. Cyno. Now, Cyno's a little bit different. He is kind of in a shock. He doesn't know how to react or how to comfort you. He's trying to process all what happened. But when he sees you and how upset you are, he tries his best to set his own emotions aside and comfort you to the best of his ability. He then takes you to Tonari and Kole just to want to check up on you, because he trusts him most when it comes to that stuff. But he'd be very upset. And that's when Tonari tells Kole to accompany you for a while he talks with Cyno. And that's when Cyno lets it all out, telling him how upset he is, and speaking such strong emotions that he almost cries, but he holds himself back. And that's when Tonari tells him that there is nothing the two of you could have done. You did your best, and it just wasn't meant to happen. And that was fine. That was a natural progression of things. And it was okay that the two of you are grieving. You will get over it one day, even as it may hurt now and for a lot longer. Someday, you will say goodbye to this chapter of your life and be able to welcome a much brighter one, he assured them. And with that, Cyno went back to you and tried putting on a smile on his face. Though sad, it was still genuine, because it was a smile that showed you he cared and that he was going to be strong. The two of you had to be, if you wanted to make it to that new chapter. Or maybe you could try again. Or even if not, you would just see what life had in store for you. And hopefully, it would be as good as Tonari promised.